Is she the biggest draw in women's tennis right now?
Yes.
Is she bigger than Sabalenka? Is she bigger than Coco?
Dude, it's crazy. She's having the same effect that Fonseca was having, like, on the men's side last year in Miami.
It's like Fonseca, but I think it's bigger than Fonseca.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Like, the Doha, like, crowds were insane for her last week.
Yeah.
Correct.
She's definitely one to watch, obviously because she's so good, but just for the atmosphere. You want to tune into her matches just to see what it's like on the court.
There's got to be like a little jealousy maybe from some of the women. That girls coming in, she's not top 10, biggest.
Right now, one statement is sending shockwaves through the tennis world. Music, and when someone with Sam Querrey's experience makes a claim like this, people pay close attention. This is not another random opinion circulating online. It comes from a former Topol professional who spent years competing against the best, understands every layer of the game, knows exactly what it takes to succeed on tour, and has witnessed true superstar presence up close. And now, without leaving any room for doubt, Sam Querrey is placing the spotlight on Alex Eala, declaring that she has become the biggest attraction heading into the upcoming WTA tournaments. Not simply one of the biggest names or part of the conversation, but the biggest draw, period. He is making the statement as loudly and confidently as possible, putting it in front of the entire tennis community, music, and challenging anyone to disagree. According to Querrey, Eala has reached a level where the excitement, attention, and anticipation surrounding every one of her matches now surpass everyone else in the field. But the conversation does not stop there. Querrey, music, and the experts backing this view believe her rise is only gaining momentum, arguing that she is on course to outshine even Aryna Sabalenka when it comes to attracting fans. Take a second to consider how significant that claim really is. Sabalenka sits at world number 1, owns multiple Grand Slam titles, and stands among the most dominant and recognizable stars in tennis today. Yet, these experts believe that when it comes to packing stadiums, creating an unforgettable atmosphere and making every match feel impossible to miss, Alex Eala is already setting a higher standard.
It's a slam, it would be like one of the biggest things in the world.
Yeah,
correct.
She's definitely one to watch, obviously because she's so good, but just for the atmosphere. You want to tune into her matches just to see what it's like on the court.
There's got to be like a little jealousy maybe from some of the
Querrey's argument is not based on guesses or hopeful predictions. It is grounded in what is unfolding at tournaments right before everyone's eyes. The evidence speaks for itself. The attendance figures tell the story, and so do the packed stands. Whenever Alex Eala appears on the schedule, the entire atmosphere changes. Fans who never planned on showing up suddenly start searching for tickets, while those already attending begin counting down to her match days ahead of time. Supporters are making incredible journeys from different countries and even across continents just for the chance to watch the young Filipino star compete in person. The excitement and attention she attracts cannot be forced or artificially created because it comes naturally. Querrey's point is straightforward. No player at the top of the rankings today, including the current world number 1, is drawing that same level of excitement. He even suggested that some members of the WBA's top 10 could be watching the scenes surrounding Eala with mixed emotions. He is referring to champions like Aryna Sabalenka, players who have devoted their entire careers to reaching the summit of the sport and lifting its biggest trophies, yet may now be witnessing the remarkable wave of attention following Eala everywhere she goes. That is a powerful statement to make, but Querrey had no hesitation in saying it because in his music view, it reflects exactly what is happening across the tennis world today.
Biggest draw in women's tennis right now.
Yes.
Is she bigger than Sabalenka? Is she bigger than Coco?
Dude, it's crazy. She's having the same effect that Fonseca was having, like, on the men's side last year in Miami.
It's like Fonseca, but I think it's bigger than Fonseca.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Like, the Doha, like, crowds were insane for her last.
The experts fueling this discussion are making even bigger predictions about what Alex Eala could accomplish this season. After her remarkable rise in the rankings, they, music, are fully backing the belief that if she captures a Grand Slam title in 2025, it would stand as the most unforgettable moment professional tennis has witnessed in years. They're not limiting that impact to the Philippines or even to Asian tennis. They believe it would resonate across the entire sport worldwide. In their view, it would become a defining chapter that people would talk about for years, a landmark achievement that, music, reshapes the narrative of the game and inspires a new generation of fans to look back and say that was the moment everything changed. That is an extraordinary prediction. And the fact that respected figures within tennis are making it shows just how much confidence they have in Eala's future. But the story becomes even more fascinating because this conversation is no longer being driven only by analysts or commentators. The players themselves are adding their voices. Jessica Pegula, one of the WTA Tour's leading competitors and a player with extensive experience at the highest level, shared what it was like facing Eala at last year's Miami Open. And, music, her description immediately caught attention. Pegula admitted she stepped onto the court completely surprised by what greeted her. She never expected the atmosphere to be so overwhelming. The venue was overflowing with energy. The fans were incredibly passionate. The noise was relentless and every single point had the crowd completely absorbed. She called the experience insane, using the word with genuine admiration rather than criticism. Instead of complaining, she was acknowledging that she had become part of something truly extraordinary. Pegula went on to explain that whether the tournament was Miami, the Australian Open, or Dubai, Alex Eala consistently attracted the largest and most passionate crowds anywhere on tour. Fans continue to turn out for her in numbers that no other player is matching today. They travel long distances, stand in massive queues, and do whatever it takes just to secure a place inside the stadium for her matches. That level of attraction is exceptionally uncommon. Building such a powerful and heartfelt connection with fans is something tennis has spent years trying to achieve in emerging markets. Yet, Alex Eala is already creating it naturally through her talent, her personality, and the remarkable story that continues to inspire people around the world.
Has done well and established herself as a really good player on tour. They all come out to support her, and so I think we saw that in Australia when it was kind of overcrowded. They put her on a too small.
Then the conversation reached an entirely different level when Novak Djokovic added his perspective to everything that had already been said. The player with more Grand Slam titles than anyone in tennis history, Music, her legend who has competed at the highest level for more than 2 decades, openly described Alex Eala as the greatest tennis player the Philippines has ever produced. He emphasized that she has earned every ounce of respect and recognition the sport can give. Djokovic also addressed the way her match scheduling and court placements have been handled at several tournaments, making it clear that in his opinion, those decisions have not always reflected her true stature or the incredible fan interest she generates. When a figure like Djokovic speaks with that level of conviction, the entire tennis world pays attention. At that point, the discussion is no longer being driven by excited fans alone. It becomes the greatest player of all time publicly declaring that Alex Eala deserves greater treatment and that the sport should recognize her in a manner worthy of her influence and drawing power.
Alex Eala, that's been a talk, and which is understandable. There's some players coming from respective countries, like she's coming from Philippines, which is now a big deal. She's been the biggest ever, tennis player from that country, which is a big country, and there's a big interest. So things like that happen. I mean, it's you could argue that it was, maybe a poor schedule, and maybe they could schedule him on a bigger court. Yes, but again, she's so young and she's just coming through.
As analysts connect every piece of the story, they keep arriving at the same unmistakable conclusion. When it comes to pure drawing power and the ability to attract fans from every corner of the world, Alex is performing at a level they believe even Aryna Sabalenka has yet to reach. That does not take anything away from Sabalenka's achievements on the court. She remains one of the sport's greatest champions, but the experts are making a clear distinction between collecting trophies and creating the kind of global cultural and commercial influence that expands the game and brings entirely new audiences into tennis. By that standard, they believe Alex Eala is in a class of her own right now. What began as Sam Q's opinion has now grown into a much larger conversation. Top players are echoing it. Tennis legends are reinforcing it. Respected analysts continue to support it, Music, and the massive crowds following Alex Eala wherever she competes are delivering the strongest message of all. She has become the biggest attraction in tennis today, and every new tournament suggests that her journey is only getting started. If you enjoyed this video and want more exclusive tennis stories, breaking updates, and in-depth analysis, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for elite tennis zones, so you never miss the next big moment in the world of tennis.